It's time for another new Kansas City Spotlight. Here's your host, Belinda Post.
For families with a history of rare genetic diseases, the traits passed on to the next generation can loom like a dark storm cloud. Take spinocerebellar ataxia, for instance. This rare neurological disease becomes progressively worse, and there's no cure. Dr. Zetowicz does join us to explain the Let's Find a Way campaign. So, Dr. Zetowicz, what are the day-to-day impacts of ataxia on patients and their families?
So this is a group of rare, progressively debilitating neurodegenerative diseases caused by a problem in the brain called the cerebellum. It's in the back of the brain and it's responsible for coordinated movement. So these are patients who have problems with voluntary movement, loss of balance, cognitive issues, speech issues, slurring of words, and progressive problems with coordination of their hands and their legs. And unfortunately, this is a progressive disease, so the patients are looking at being in a wheelchair, having a decreased lifespan of about 10 to 20 years after diagnosis.
With degenerative diseases, there is an urgent need for treatments.
These are degenerative diseases, and 1 in 10 patients in the United States have a rare disease, which is more than cancer and AIDS combined, and less than 95% of them have an FDA-approved treatment. And there's a tremendous, mental burden because it's a genetic disease that's passed on through generations, terrible physical burden, terrible psychosocial burden. So there is an urgent need for access to treatments for these rare diseases, just like, we need treatments for more common conditions.
What's the importance of spreading awareness for SCA to speed up research efforts?
All right, so we need awareness before we can speed up the research efforts, because with awareness, we will be able to get more research, more funding, and more investment. And it's very important. A lot of people have never heard of these diseases. So it's very important to raise awareness, and that's what the National Ataxia Foundation does. It's a grassroots organization for patients and researchers to raise awareness for these diseases that have an unmet need.
Tell us more about NAF's new campaign to raise awareness for SCA.
So the NAF has a new campaign which is called Let's Find a Way, and that's focused on raising awareness for spinocerebellar ataxias as a rare disease or a group of diseases with no treatment options, and also should shed light on the strength of the ataxia community as they deal with the emotional and the physical burden of this group of diseases. So if they go to the National Ataxia Foundation, ataxia.org/Let's Find a Way.
This Kansas City Spotlight has been paid for by the National Ataxia Foundation. For more information, visit ataxia.org.